All right. I will take some corn. They reworked it. It's smaller now. It takes only 2 tiles. And it spawns a Scarecrow. First time seeing it here, it spawns it right in front of itself. And it's just going to probably stand there, right? Interesting. Shield from the garlic's doing work. The problem is you guys have potato, so your DPS is going to be way higher. And I don't know if we have enough DPS to take out you and a 13 hit point potato. Okay, this is interesting. There's a new update. It's like kind of like a grain update where scarecrows, it's really a scarecrow update where scarecrows are a thing. Can't wait for them to go over there and eat our scarecrow too, I guess. But you need the scarecrows to buff other things. I don't know if I want it right away yet, though. I guess we're getting another one. Okay. Corn right now are weak. They're now a support unit. Corn bros used to be a thing. Now corn bros are weak little squishy boys with only 1 attack instead of 3. Now the way this works here is when the quinoa dies, it shoots a barrage of quinoa from the scarecrows I have. Now the question is, well, first of all, will this quinoa die? Will my scarecrows live? Also, what does it look like? I guess we're not going to find out because the quinoa for my teammate lived. Interesting so far. It's a big update. Grapes got changed too, or more specifically, slow got changed so I can talk quinoa. If I like stutter and slur my words a bit, it's because I didn't sleep hardly at all last night. It happens sometimes. So here's the thing. I want you to die first because you have a death command where when you die, things get launched from my scarecrows over here. So if we put you the front, you're kind of like aloe vera where like I want you to die early. You died and I saw, it was quick, but I think I saw like almost like a broccoli style attack where some 1, 2, 3 got shot. So it's a little barrage of attacks. I'm going to say so far, we really need the barley and the wheat. The barley and the wheat are the ones that really benefit from the scarecrows, and we just haven't gotten them yet. Also, we're doing some build testing here. We're figuring it out on the fly. Give me the ones I want here. Also, rice has been reworked, and cauliflower has been changed to kind of like cover what rice used to do. When picked, also gain a scarecrow. When picked, does that mean like it shows up in here? It does. Interesting. I can slap you in over here, but that means you have to like take up a slot though, whereas here you don't. So it's actually 3 to get you in there, but I don't actually have to use the rice. I can just use this if I want, but I've got the room, so might as well. You're a 2-9. You're literally better than corn. That's crazy that rice is now like better at fighting than corn is. I guess the difference is to get the scarecrow with rice, it takes 3 tiles. With a ute, only takes 2. I'm not gonna lie, I think I like rice way better because I can move them separately. Like rice, I can put you over here and my scarecrow back here. But with the corn, I can't put my scarecrow in the very back. Corn, you need to die early. I need my scarecrows to kind of like stay alive to shoot the quinoa volley from the back. Mostly because I just want to see the quinoa. Also, I'm doing a new thing here called build testing. I think my guy, I need to see this like quinoa volley. So that's the broccoli attacking. My quinoa hasn't died yet. I need to see the quinoa volley. There it is. It is. Oh, it's like, is it 4? It might be 4. So it's a volley like broccoli does. I didn't see how much damage it did, but I'm starting to see what it's all about. Figuring out on the fly here, a little build testing. Also, there's a new field tile. It gives you 4 field tiles and it just gives you a scarecrow. So go ahead and grab that. Get some more scarecrows. I need to get some barley and wheat. They're kind of like the backbone of this. I think the quinoa thing, it helps a little bit, but you really want that. Let's put these over here, I guess, whatever, and you can split up there. I need you to kind of die early if you can. I also did some polls on the channel here, getting some feedback about how you guys feel about, me losing constantly, trying to get randomized loadouts, get my way up to Grandmaster versus just doing like build testing like this, where I was like, here's some new stuff, check it out. Or like, oh, here's an old unit, but like, let's try to devise new builds for it. Build testing, like on the fly. Here's the thing. You are a tanky boy. That's the wheat there. He's the tank of like the grains now. And that's the barley. And the barley gets a movement or attack speed buff for being near these guys over here. Oh, look at this. The scarecrow back lines are actually going to get a nice little draw. We get a win. How did mine have more hit points than yours? Because my AoE from my buddy got the win there. I want to re-roll here and try to get some barley or wheat. There we go. Give me the wheat. Thank you. You take 3 tiles vertically, just like the cabbage does. You go front, try and die. Also, they reworked agility as a thing too. You're a tank, so you can kind of tank over here. That seems fine. No, wait, no. Oh, crap. It needs to be for nearby scarecrows, which means you don't get the hit point buff unless you're near those. Okay, so they do need to be kind of near the front. Venus Flytrap's a new unit. I'll cover that in the next video later this week or next week sometimes. I haven't been paying attention to see how much damage the quinoa barrage does. The broccoli's doing work over here, but you have a summoning thing and 2 broccolis. I think putting these in the back is maybe not the play if I had to guess. Yeah. But I mean, build testing. We're figuring out as we go here, but I do think we would lose this one. Yeah. Gonna pass on all this. I mean, I guess we'll take the garlic or the field tiles. They buffed charge here to have a +5 now because nobody takes it. But now I might. I mean, take the garlic. Agility. Perfect. Thank you. We can see how the new agility works. Squeeze in over here, give you an agility maybe. Not sure I like that placement. What about over here? Maybe over here. because then you fit nicely over here. I need to give you one of these. I can squeeze in the corn over here. Wheat fits well over here. Rice can go here, and then you guys fill in nicely. Having one-tile units with these scarecrows is kind of nice for like filling in gaps. Okay, so the way that agility works now is you can no longer put it on the other side of the board. It kind of works like it does in PvE, where I think it said after in the patch note, it said after 1 second, teammate's got a Venus flytrap there, it will, I think it's got lifesteal or something. After 1 second, it'll just teleport to the back line. I don't know if it's like, put it here and it goes there, or if it's like, it just kind of random. That's a thing. My teammate's got agility on some of their corn as well. Maybe put these near the front because you need to be near them. What I would like to see is a line that connects. I don't know like how close is close enough for you to get the hit point buff from these. I see the line over there. I did not see, I mean, there's a line connecting this scarecrow to that barley in there. Why not you? Where's your line? All right, put them over here, I guess. Kind of grouped up in this region here. You'll be near them. You can hang it over here, I guess. You need to die early. All right, no, you've got 18 hit points. Oh, I'm so stupid. It means, the wheat means near them in like the build area in the prior menu. But the barley needs to be here. Okay, I gotcha. So barley wants to be near them on this screen. But as far as like, well, the wheat wants to be near them on like the puzzle layout screen before this. So how do you're doing 2 damage. You've got 3 near you. You don't even attack that fast. I'm trying to find out like how strong this stuff is, and so far it's not. I mean, to be fair, that's right. It's just 1 barley. They only buff attack speed by 10%. One bamboo buffs by 25% attack speed. There's the barley. Give me this. But the scarecrows buff all the units. So 4 scarecrows would buff up to like 6 barley or more. That's the values that they do AoE speed buff on barley, and these need to be near you to get the extra hit points on you, which means you got to here, you go here, you go here. You can give him the buff over there. I didn't even pay attention to what the garlic was doing. What if I did one of these? I think it matters, actually. Just trying to find a way to like fit you in. It's not wanting to happen. Or over here. Live without the rice for now. Put the barley in. Actually, you know what? Live without the extra hit points on you for now. Do this. Get the rice in, and you can just deal without you can live without the 3 extra hit points. Trying to figure out how good this is. How good this build is. I want to watch you. So you have 21 hit points. You don't need to be near them, which means we can put these in the back line. Put a bunch of scarecrows over here for you. Maybe one like behind you in case there's like an assassin wants to start attacking. Assassin potato. All right, we're going to try this. Teammate's going for some kind of mushroom build over here. You've got a lot of quinoa. You got a lot of... Okay, the range of them's pretty good by the looks of things. I want to pay attention to you and see there's a timer, and you teleported over to here. I thought you said it teleported to the back line. It teleported to the front line. I'm confused about how this assassin thing works. We got to pay more attention to this. So you're attacking. Yeah, we need more barley. 1 barley getting buffed by 5 scarecrows isn't that. I mean, its attack speed's decent, but like the real value is having like 3 or 4 barley over there. Rolled again, just not getting more barley. Give me another quinoa, because quinoa, I mean, I can't fit it right now. Do I take out a rice for it? And a scarecrow? I think I do. Actually, I can keep the scarecrow in. I'll be fine. The rice doesn't actually give the scarecrow, like, in here. So that's fine. We're just missing the 1 piece of rice. Still get the scarecrow benefit from because the way it works. You can hang it over there. Teammates spamming a bunch of lifesteal Venus flytraps there? I don't know. You guys want to die first, so 57 hit points. Put you in positions where you might die a bit faster. I'm going to put you in the middle, Mr. Teleport Agility Man, see what you do. So they're all over here. It's said in the front line. It's going to the front lines. It says the back lines, but it's teleporting the front lines. Is that a bug? I don't understand. Or maybe like the totem does it differently. So there's the barrage. Again, I wasn't able to see how much damage it did from the quinoa barrage, but it was a fair number of projectiles. You've got some barley hidden there, but I mean, everybody's so grouped up, it's kind of hard to see what's going on. I feel like trying this in 1v1 would be easier to see what the heck's going on. Maybe try that next. I need more tiles. Give me +5 tiles over here from this, because we're a bit light on the tiles. You can have dash, whatever, I don't care who gets it. It's fine. So far, I don't understand. Why are you going to the front lines? What if it's based on where you're at on the board? What if you being here teleports you to here, but if I start you here, you'll teleport over there? Is that how it works? Team's got a lot of limes back there. Get this barley over here. If I put you here, you can get value from the other one as well a bit. You guys can go in front, protect them, maybe. Chemo wants to die. Maybe that's it. So I've got my garlic guy in front. I guess you've got garlic too, didn't even realize. So you've got garlic in the front. Where do you teleport to? Okay, it is. It's based on where they're at on the board is where you teleport to. So you can still effectively choose where they teleport to. I'm not sure this change to agility changes any of the problems with agility. All it does is you can choose exactly where to go just 1 second later. So all it does is just delays it by 1 second. Does that fix the agility problem? I mean, maybe a little bit. If you can still choose exactly where they go. Another barley, good. I'm not sure that fixes anything. You guys move over this way, you go over here. You make some distance over here. You go there. You go here like this. No, like this. There we go. I can actually do this. Put you up here. You go over here like this. Scarecrow buffs you. Rice goes over here. Scarecrow buffs you. You get more hit points. You still get agility. I'm giving agility to this. Gives agility. Teleport to backline. It doesn't seem to... You would think by the description, that's why I thought I read the patch notes, that agility would make everything teleport to the back line, either at random or based at where that over here. What it seems to do is just teleport. If I'm here, I go here. If I'm here, I go here, which is too much control. It doesn't change anything. You're still choosing exactly where you go on the board, just doing it over here. Let's test. You over here should teleport to right around there. And garlic right here should teleport right around there. Let's get my barleys over here near all these scarecrows. Quinoa to the front. And let's test this teleport here, and they go, you went here. I didn't see where the other guy went. He might have died quick, but you went exactly. So yeah, so the change here from they don't go direct to the back line. They can go anywhere on the board you want them to go based on where you place them over here. I don't feel like this solves any of the problem with assassins. I'll give me the scarecrow tile here. No, give me the barley. I don't think this solves any problems other than it doesn't solve the assassin change doesn't solve any problems other than it gives you like a 1 second delay, which can help a little bit because that's one volley from your range units going towards the enemies as opposed to like some shielded garlic on your side. So I'll call it like a very slight minimal solution to the assassin meta problem in duos, but it needs work. I feel it'd be better like if they just the teleport, no matter where I put them over here, goes on the back line so you can't have as precise of control. Also, it'd be nice if it was randomized. Like I go here, but I could randomly go here or here or here. Randomizing it would be better. But in general, I'm not sure this is the solution we're looking for. But back to focusing on the grain stuff. It's a big update, so there's a lot of stuff to cover once, and perhaps duos was not the place to do it. Okay, these guys are on my side specifically because these are probably people from like the old patch. This game is weird that like the builds from the old patch and the new patch kind of get like merged together. The fact these guys were spawning on my side tells me that was from the old patch. This is somebody who's from the old patch, so that's what's going there. Or one person had builds from the old, one from the new, because they spawned directly on our side before we even began there. We're doing fine though. This seems pretty good. The barley seems like it might be pretty solid. I need to hurry up and win this and do like singles here, so because in duos it's just really hard to see what's going on. There's just so much going on. You go here. This is a tough layout. I gotta rearrange this. You go here. No, you go here and over here, like so. Garlic can squeeze in over here nicely. Give you a bit of agility, why not? Wheat can go over here maybe. Give you a couple scarecrows. And try and start filling in the gaps wherever we kind of can do so. Corn. Maybe you go over here. Rice goes here. There we go. Everybody fits. Oh, it's just chaos. It's just chaos. All right, barley over here. Yeah, like with teammates, there's so many more units on the board right now. Because everybody's going for this, and the extra scarecrow units create a lot of clutter. All right, just try this over here. Yeah, we definitely got to try in single player because there's so much going on that's really hard to like pay attention. Yeah, the garlic did go over there. I think the quinoa blast was crazy. The quinoa blast was insane. Don't know how much damage did, but it was insane. We got the win, so it's good. Got some rating. We're trying to get to Grandmaster. Let's go ahead and try 1v1 here so we can actually see what's going on a bit better. Reroll it. I feel like Rice is probably a decent start. It's a 2-9 with an extra 8 hit points to like tank in front of it that I can control where it like goes. So that seems pretty decent. Although you're going to run to the front and just insta-die, because should move you farther back. Oh well. So potato beats you early. Good to know. Reroll this. Quinoa, we take you. Go ahead and squeeze you in here somewhere like so. Do a little build testing here. We want you in the front to die early to shoot a barrage from this. And then the DPS comes from behind. You will... Alright, so you need to pay attention to this barrage. And it's going to hit for 2 damage. I think it hit twice. So it looks like the quinoa barrage hits for 2 damage. Okay. Maybe rice early was not the play. Maybe wheat early would have been good. I can get another rice. I think I like rice way better than corn for getting my scarecrows because of better control and the rice just does better damage. Takes more space though, but we'll do it because if need be, I can just not put the rice in and still have the scarecrow. I gotta rank rice being way better than corn right now. It does take 1 extra tile, but it's worth it for like the flexibility of like you can just not put in the rice and still have attacks with the Scarecrow. You go first to die first. You guys will launch attacks. You guys help to attack from the back. Mushroom build over here. I need you to die really quick, and I do think it hits, I think each shot hits for 2, which makes sense because the quinoa hits for 2. It's not enough though. We need more like DPS over here. Yeah, it's definitely easier to learn it in the 1v1. I like the chaos. Once I'm more familiar with what's going on, I like the chaos of 2v2, but as far as like new thing, gotta learn all the new things. 1v1 is just better. Get the wheat though. See right here, if I don't want the rice, I mean, if I had corn, I would probably have room, but yeah, I just like it. I think I like rice way better than corn. 21 hit points, so I do want you to die first. You're like aloe vera, you need to die first. The thing about these is, if you attack like broccoli does more damage closer rather than farther because less shots like will miss off the side. So we want you actually like really close to the front. That's where we want you, and you guys just kind of coming from the back, give them time to die. Okay, you're coming in, 19 damage, you have a bit of life steal, you die, there goes the barrage, 2 damage, and it might have a bit of knockback. Looks like there's a bit of knockback as well. You've got life steal. I just don't have enough DPS yet, is what's going on. I need the barley. I think the barley is like a really important part to it. Your life steal is strong. Looks like you just have 19 hit points and you attack for 2 and have a bit of life steal is how you work. I'll make a proper video showcasing later on. What is that little... Are you in this round? We're learning though. It seems like you really need barley or just something else for DPS. Because these guys, like, you just don't cut it for DPS. None of these guys do. Reroll for barley. No. Grab a field tile because I'm going to need the tiles. Can't fit anything in right now, and let's deal with this. Try it again as is. And you've got 2 of them with 1 Scarecrow over there. And you will take some probably pretty heavy, like it does have knockback, it seems like. And the game does, I mean, this thing died because the game still has the bugs where if one unit gets hit way too many times at once, the damage will randomly go back to some other thing that it shouldn't go to. So that bug's in the game since the get-go. I saw another game recently that had that as well. Barley, nice. That's not something unique to this game. I played another game, I don't remember what it was. I'm not sure if I made a video on it or not, but I played another game that has that feature as well. We're like, oops, this thing got hit too much all at once, and so therefore other things get hit as well. I kind of like the fact that the dies, like the quinoa might be pretty decent, frankly, especially to get more Scarecrows. Quinoa might be a fairly solid one, maybe not early on. Oh, the way the slow works is the more times it hits with slow, the slower the attack speed gets with like a cap at a certain amount. Like it can't go below a certain speed. You can't slow down the part where you can't attack at all. Okay, it's fine. That was good learning. Try it again. Barley early would be good. You were not strong early, neither were you. Try a re-roll here. I mean, I guess you're a 2/8. I mean, I'll try you. I don't really want you early. I would like to get a barley early, or maybe, I mean, the cherry would have been nice, except for cherry just doesn't fit early. So here, we win this one because corn is also weak early. Potato would dominate this. I feel like a lot of the grain build is kind of like you're weak early. I'm not sure any of the grain stuff is good early. I want to get some agility and like analyze the agility stuff more. Reading the patch notes, I didn't think the change to agility really fixed the agility problem, just made it slightly less bad. Taking away freeze and change the slow things seemed like a positive change. I get another quinoa or go for a single rice and a Scarecrow. I could have 2 2/8s or I could have a 2/8 from before and a 2/9 with a Scarecrow. I think this, give my options is better. I mean, agility, just get the agility. I might not get another agility for the rest of the run. We lose this round, but I just want to, just for testing purposes, it's really easy to test it early on. There's less pieces on the board. So I'm going to put you right there and see, do you teleport right over there? Or is it like relative to like where you move around? Do you go, okay, so it was right there. We did die because potato. Scarecrow, I mean, we can do something different over here. The garlic, give you the agility here. Testing multiple things at once here. But also, quick side note, we were kind of focusing on the videos. I would do like build testing when new stuff came out, like I'm doing right now, build testing. And other times I would do other videos. I'd do like, let's try to get to Grandmaster with randomized loadouts. We're going to kind of condense those 2 things into one, where every video I'm going to pick something like the new stuff or like an old character and try to figure out new builds with it, while also trying to get to Grandmaster. And then maybe later in the video, I might do like one randomized loadout run for fun, or maybe not. All right, so I'm going to put you're right there. Where do you teleport to? You teleported over to there in the middle, okay? Like, and that's like right at their front line. So I think the teleport is based on where they were, not on where they moved, which makes sense because that would probably be easier to code. We are learning how it works. A lot of things going on this update here. Give me the barley. Barley seems like kind of like the powerhouse of the Scarecrow build. Although the quinoa might be kind of crazy. I'm going to put you over here. My first test there, I was thinking there to there. No, it's there to there. So you should go bottom right corner, where you should go. You actually got kind of cracked range. So you should teleport right over here and you kind of went over there. Maybe it is based on where like they moved to a little bit, actually. Broccoli just murking me over there. Maybe it is based on, I need agility on like a really fast moving unit and see like where it moves to where it goes, right? You get 2.5. You another barley. I mean, how fast do you move? 1.8. You're the fastest moving unit I've got, so put it on you. You go over into here, you do your thing. So you're going to walk this way. Well, the simplest way to test it, you're in the middle, you'll walk this way. If you teleport, where's your line at? Your line would be like kind of over here. This would be, if it's based on where you start, this teleport here in the middle would be based on, if it's based on like where they were at physically on the board when they teleport. So we try that. So where do you teleport? You teleported over to here. It might be based on where they were at on the board, if I had to guess. It's kind of hard to say because I can't see the like lines there boxed perfectly. You know, we win this one. Even without any scarecrows. Maybe don't go for the scarecrows right away. Yeah, it's just kind of hard to see. I would need to like pause the video and watch it back, be easier to tell. Probably time to get a scarecrow in there. Join as friend, give a scarecrow to buff those guys' speed. I mean, it's only a 10% speed buff, but just having a third barley would be more damage than one of those. I think you don't actually want to start getting the scarecrows till like halfway through the run, if I had to guess. All right, let's put you over here. I mean, we know the back line is right there, so you should teleport right over here. If you teleport somewhere in here, then it's based off movement. So where do you teleport to? You teleported to right here. It's based off movement. It's based off movement. You teleported there when I put you in a spot that you should have gone right there. It's based off where they're at on the board after they move. Okay, which means it's gonna be tricky to put people on the exact back line, because your units on the back line will tend to move forward. So if you want to protect your ranged units from the agility, okay, I get it now. Just give me a scarecrow tile, right? +1 damage? Give me +1 damage, I think would go well on one of my guys over here. Okay, now that I know the agility works that way based off like where they've moved to, that's a bit better. I mean, to be fair, you put agility on a potato that moves stupid slow. It moves like 1 millimeter forward. You can still kind of like, it does make it a little bit easier to control where, I mean, maybe we probably want you to get guys in the middle here. It does make it a little bit easier to control where, get the agility off of you. It does make it a little bit easier to control, protecting your, it makes it a little bit easier to protect your back line. So to protect your ranged units from the assassin nonsense, at least like the potato bitey ones, you put them on the absolute back line, and then like 1 millimeter in front of them, you put the thing you want to get bitten. I can show you next time here. Corn? How about take the quinoa, I guess. Quinoa might go crazy. I want you to have that agility. Quinoa fits nicely over there. Barley fits nicely right there. Sort these. Sort very well. Quinoa goes over here. Barley goes over there. Scarecrow. Rice, barley goes over here, so I can give you the wrath totem. So basically, to protect your ranged units from potato assassins, you put them on the back line like this. Even if they put their potato assassin over here, it would walk like 1 millimeter forward, and it's going to spawn right here. So protect your barley from getting bitten, you just put this thing a little bit from front of it. And then a potato assassin will always be spawned right here and not right here. So it should bite this guy that's slightly farther forward, and then you can always protect your back line from potato assassins. I think it's a slight improvement to the assassin agility meta. And to get you where I want you to go, just plunk you right back in the middle. It doesn't solve all the problems of the agility meta, but I think it is a bit of an improvement. I want you guys together, actually. So just get down here and you guys can protect. You guys go to the front to die. Now, it doesn't really solve the tomato problems because you can just slap a tomato right here. It walks forward a bit. 1 second later, it's right here. So the change to agility doesn't really solve most of the agility problems, but like at least it's a slight improvement. At least it is a minimal slight improvement. I'll take it. And developer can continue to like tweak it more later on. And honestly, it might actually be fairly easy to like tweak and adjust by just like making it, right now it's after 1 second, they teleport to the back line. Okay. What if you turn that into like 1.5 seconds or something like that, or 2 seconds? That way they move a little bit farther forward and teleport this, or I don't know, something. Or I'm giving the wheat here, or maybe just design it so that like they always go to the back line, the farthest back, and then you put your ranged guys in the middle and the guys sacrificial lambs on the side. I don't know. There's the thing about this is there's a lot of different ways the developer can take this to kind of like fix the problem. You guys go over here and put you guys near that guy for the hit point buff, but whatever. But yeah, so it's the agility problem is not fixed, but it's slightly improved. It's slightly improved. Like this guy wasn't able to spawn over there. He was able to teleport over there and still do most of his job. It takes away, it's only 2 second shield now over there instead of 3. So it's I'll take it. It's a slight improvement. That did a lot of work on us over there. Sorry if I'm like analyzing too much, but this is how we're doing build testing, which is basically just me figuring out the new stuff live, as opposed to like, I'm going to spend 2 hours playing off camera and then make a video. Because frankly, it doesn't matter if I do it or not. The views are the same regardless. Maybe an extra 1,000 views is not worth spending 3 hours in a video compared to 1 when I have other things I need to do on the channel. We only need 1 to protect you over here. I could have you farther forward to like, as you guys walk forward, they're still a bit protected from like stray projectiles and whatever. And then he's a bit closer for Quinoa to do its thing. Okay, yeah. So enough talking about the agility meta. I think it's a slight improvement. I definitely see a lot of options where it could be improved even further. I'm sure the developer has thoughts about how to like improve that and whatnot. Get that guy. Nice. And boom. All right. Barley seems to be like the champion so far, I'm noticing. They seem to be like the thing you kind of want. Do I really want another Scarecrow? Or do I want another... The thing about the Scarecrows, I feel like the Quinoa and the Barley are almost at odds. I don't have a lot of tile space here. Give me the health, I guess. Because it feels like the Quinoa and the Barley are at odds. Unless, because you really, to get maximum value from the Quinoa, you want them to be at the front and you want them to die. And then you want these guys right behind it so that all their projectiles go to meet the things instead of like back here, most projectiles are going to miss. Because this thing dies, 4 projectiles from this, 2 damage each, that's 8 damage. That's 8 damage. This thing dies, that's 16 damage if it all hits. This thing dies, 16 damage. That's 32 damage just from you guys dying if it all hits. And then I guess you guys have to kind of like hang out over here behind it. I can kind of like spread them out to like minimize, you know, tomato damage if possible. But I do feel like the tomato assassin thing is still very much going to be a thing, because all you have to do is put a tomato assassin over here, doot, teleports over here, boom, takes them out. I guess some of these guys move for a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, the agility thing is still going to be a problem. So whenever you find something is a problem, well, the trick is you're just going to have to exploit it. Like, if there's something that's like kind of stupid overpowered, the solution to that stupid overpoweredness is you just have to exploit it, is what's going on here. Looks like Leafy's still pretty strong over here. Can we get a kill on this guy? One more shot, might get a tie. Looks like a tie here. We'll take that. We're learning though. Another Scarecrow, or give me a wheat. Give me a wheat right now, I think. I'm not sure who's going to end up being better, the Quinoa or the Barley, or just a bit of both. I'm not sure how valuable the wheat is. I mean, the thing is, you would want the wheat to tank damage for you, but you want these guys to die first. So it's like you have these guys die first, and then this triggers, and these come through to tank, I guess. So I guess maybe this is kind of like the layout you're looking for over here. Just kind of figure out the build as we go. We want these guys to die relatively quickly. Hopefully, there one died. There's a big blast from the Quinoa. There's another big blast from Quinoa. It's got a bit of knockback too, is nice. These guys are helping back the DPS enough. I mean, kind of getting bodied just by like a pumpkin build over here. To be fair, it wasn't fully leveled out. Okay, got a little reward there. We did get a win. All right, we go again. I like starting with Barley. He's got some nice range on it. We'll do one more 1v1 here, and then we'll move on to duos. Go and get nice and far back in a corner. And this should be a nice little draw over here. So this is their attack speed without the attack speed buff. It's all right. I guess the attack speed buff is fairly noticeable. Little tie there. I don't know, I mean, Corn having 18 hit points. Maybe I'm undervaluing Corn. Maybe Corn is better than I'm giving it credit for. It does only take 2 tiles. And, I mean, yeah, you have to move him back here. And you can't move this back quite as far as you want, but like, that's honestly fine. Like, that'll reach this guy, like, without a problem. Maybe that's fine. It'll spawn there. It does trigger on you. It's nice and far away from there to minimize their Quinoa value. Okay, that was... What was happening there? There's that bug where, like... There's just that bug happening, I guess. All right. We know what's going on with agility. We don't need to test that. It's basically almost as strong as the old agility, maybe a little bit less strong. There's probably some way you can cheese it to make it even more strong. I'll take the rice over here. I do like what's going on with the new Scarecrow mechanic. I've been getting distracted by other things, but like the Scarecrows should be kind of like the focus of the video here. And yeah, they seem pretty good. All right, so you have lifesteal. I don't know if we have the DPS to deal with this. The Venus flytrap is fairly strong. And, oh, there we go, got him. We don't have the DPS deal with the potato one-shotting these guys. You don't want to worry too much about all these Scarecrows early. You want to get raw DPS. So I feel like, I don't know, swapping a second Barley instead of the extra Scarecrow would have been good. The wheat could buy some time. Your DPS is not great, but I mean, we'll get you in over here. There's a possibility that like, there's like, one of these things is like not as good as the others. Or like, okay, of the 5 current things involved in the Scarecrow meta, maybe wheat's not that strong, or maybe, you know, don't bother with rice or whatever. So get you guys hanging over here, whatever, right? Why not? Try for a little bit of knockback over there. My melee dude just run forward, stuns, whatever. You're getting hit by the limes was piercing through and getting you. And not sure the corn went over that way. Okay, we're doing fine though. We're doing all right. We're figuring it out. We get this one just nice. Need more barley. The biggest thing is like you need lots of barley. You don't want the quinoa until you already have a lot of scarecrows, and you want lots of barley early, so maybe getting a reroll early would be good. I could get another corn. We'll get another scarecrow. I don't want another the corn is weak. I don't need another scarecrow. What I need is another barley. I guess I could just get some more tiles. I can get a pineapple to buff the barley. It's not a terrible choice. Move over here. Gotta make it fit though. If you go over here, pineapple can hang out like this. Corn here, rice over here, barley goes here, scarecrow goes there. Try that. Back to the corner with you guys. Barley gets the buff. I need pineapple to buff. Yeah, you. Maybe we can do the thing where like you bait them over to the other side, right? And they go farther away from over here. Maybe it helps out a little bit. Maybe. Ooh, that's going to be a one shot from the old fella there. At least we beat the corn. The corns are weak now. It's weird. Corns used to be like these strong, monstrous dudes. Now they're like nothing. We're doing all right here. Oh, your starfruit's fully cooked up is a problem, though. We do hit for 3 a shot, though. Come on. The problem is you're attacking a little too slow. Get more shot off and get a draw, or actually a win. So these guys, nice. All right. I do need more barley. Be good. Moving down here, fits in nicely over here. The nice thing about this build is most of the pieces are small, so it's fairly easy to fit stuff into your board. I like that. You guys do your thing over there. Try that strategy again. Seems working all right. So you got this. All right. Also, they added a new battle cry mechanic for like the red caps. Now their ability is battle cry. Spawn 2 mushrooms. That way, if they have a revive on them, it doesn't trigger the spawn again. Did I have another barley? Are you both stacking the attacks together? What's going on here? I think I have 2 barley stacking attacks together. What's happening? If you guys could hurry up and kill these guys, that'd be great. Are we going to be okay here? How are you still spawning more? How are you not all dead? How are you not all dead yet? Is it 1v1 here? What's happening? Land a shot on him so I can get a win here instead of a draw? And no draw. All right, fine. Tie. More barley. Barley seems to be pretty strong here. Getting a quinoa soon would not be terrible. Crit chance for a barley would be nice. Take out the rice. The nice thing about the rice is you can just remove it, so keep the scarecrow. I'm a fan of that. How do I fit everything in here? I can do a barley over here, a barley over here, maybe wheat somewhere in the middle. Scarecrow can... Give me this guy. I need this thing to like separate them better. Even when you sort, sometimes they overlap. Barley over here, corn there, pineapple here. Strike totem will give it to you guys. That's kind of great. Yeah. All right. You guys know the drill. Get over here. I don't actually want you guys to like stack on top of each other so much. Let me put you guys more in the middle. I just need to make sure this corn guy's in range of them. You can buff them from like the side, I guess. You stay in range as well. So that's the kind of range we're looking at over there. So corn's clearly fine. And you hang it over there, whatever. Got a walnut, cherry, lime, and this other guy over there. Cherry only stuns 1 unit. It's actually pretty good for us, maybe 2. That's not bad at all. You got some knockback and pierce over there. The nice thing about the barley is they do 2 damage, so they can always damage the walnut, whereas a starfruit that comes out starts with 1 damage. Can't even damage walnuts. Quinoa will be good at this point. I don't have tiles for it, but we can grab it for the future. I guess I only have 2 scarecrows. It's kind of chill for now. Same layout as last time. Also, as far as like, I think I mentioned already, but like I'm scatterbrained. I started the video with like, I need to talk about agility, I need to talk about the freeze, and I need to talk about the new units. Like I did 15 different things I need to talk about in this video, so I'm all over the place. Sorry about that. Usually it's a little more easier to cover it. Just like one massive update, all these things covered once. Also, I'm going to decide before I do this video, I decided I should probably do things a little bit differently as far as like making the video, because I got some people complaining about the randomized loadouts, like, oh, you just lose all the time, boo. So I'm like, okay, let's do a poll, get some feedback as how people really feel about that revival. I'll take you. Could reroll something else. Don't want you to have it. I'd rather you have it, Mr. I have lots of hit points. Quinoa fits well over here. I click the sword button. They're still on top of each other. I just need the sword button to work better. Corn can go over here. Pineapple goes here. Barley. Doesn't work out quite well. If I did the scarecrow down here like that, barleys go down like so. Pineapple goes over here. Rice goes here, and you just don't give a lot of value. I don't love that either. Whatever. Good enough. Yeah, sorry, this video is just not... This video is kind of scuffed, sorry. But like I think I said earlier, I'm coming more and more of a variety channel. I'm still getting used to the idea of being a variety channel, and part of being a variety channel is I can no longer justify spending, like so much effort onto one game when I literally have like 4 other fan favorites on the channel, and I've got 4 other games I'm trying to see if they're going to do well as fan favorites, and I'm trying to do multiple new games every week as well. Like this game is now like 1/10 of my channel, so I want to reroll and get like a scarecrow. I guess I'll take a revive. That's fine. Revive you, sure. So there's sorry to like dishearten you about the reality of my job, but like I enjoy it. I'm having fun, but ultimately I can't like my early crops videos. I was doing the thing. We're like, yeah, let's go ahead and spend half a day making one crops video and a bunch of prep and all. And now it's like, well, I mean, in the time it takes to make one of those videos, I could make like 3 or 4 other videos, because I do like a world where I would like to do more than just one video a day on the channel. What am I doing, 2 or 3? Because the games I play are fairly niche, and no matter what I do, they're not going to get a ton of views. So just being able to cover more games kind of like compensates for that, really. Doing more videos a day. More doing it a little bit back here, give you over here. Enough talking about that. I know you guys don't like when I talk about back end stuff. I'm trying to stop that. Sorry about habit. It's a little bit relevant here because we're kind of like changing how we do things for this game, and I'm not putting as much work into it as I used to. Stray shots hit with my barley in the back's a bit rough. Starting to get a feel of the barley over here. But yeah, we're gonna put a stop to doing the randomized loadouts, trying to get to Grandmasters. You're gonna get my guy now. Those guys, these being a bit farther forward would probably be good. We're going to stop doing randomized loadouts, go to Grandmasters, and start doing like build videos. Kind of like this one, not quite. This is more of like a fresh update video. You go out of there, you go over to here, you go over like so. This is more of like, it's a fresh update kind of video. New update video where we, ooh, tomato. With agility, it teleports over there and messes up. So yeah, the agility tomato problem is not solved at all. It teleported over here, it got killed, exploded all my guys. Luckily, it didn't have revive on it. Luckily, it didn't have a big damage boost. But the biggest problem with agility is the tomato being able to teleport your back line and mess up all your stuff. Agility problem is not fixed at all. At all. As far as it comes to tomato. As far as like other units, maybe a little bit, maybe the barley. But I appreciate the developers like trying things. That's what matters. As long as we're moving in a direction of improvement, that's what matters. You guys do your thing over here. Hopefully no tomato, no tomato. You've got a nice build over there. You've got quinoa. I don't have a lot of quinoa going on in my situation over there. Did the quinoa even fire? Am I missing something? I don't know. And we're doing all right. Was the quinoa, did I miss something? Or did their quinoa not fire? I don't know. I'm not paying enough attention. I'm like, my brain is on multiple things at once right now. It's going on. Give me the rice here. Another Scarecrow. You go over here. Down like so. Rice over here. You can buff that guy. I mean, the wheat's a decent tank. It does kind of work with the guys a little bit. You guys block those hits. You can buff somebody. You go forward to die. You go forward to die. Quinoa is going to shoot its volley. The quinoa, my quinoa fired, so that's working fine. You guys have a ton of hit points. The barley's, I mean, they're doing some decent backline range. You guys just had an insane amount of hit points. I mean, if we win this, it shows that this is working, because you had so much hit points, those cabbages. But yeah, I mean, the build's working. We're starting to figure it out. It's working. We're getting it. We can try and duos next, I think. Another Scarecrow. Give me the tiles and the Scarecrow. Why not? Get you in here, buff them. And I'm not even like laying it out as well as I could in the thing there. Like, I could definitely be improving this build a little bit better. There's the Assassin Potato. He made it right to the back line. Considering he made it literally right there, I don't think the Assassin change really changed much of anything at all. I don't really think it changed a whole lot at all. I feel like it might not be working as developer intended, because he described it as they'll go to the back line. They don't go to the back line. You can put them right here and they'll go right there. You can still put them exactly anywhere you want on the board, just like a split-second delay. So I don't really think, I think the agility change is maybe like a work in progress and developers working on it. So I think it's hopefully what's going on. Hopefully. The barley though, kind of the king. The quinoa is actually pretty solid too. As soon as that quinoa dies, it's gonna be a big old volley of blast. Like, look at the knockback of that. Like, honestly, the quinoa and barley are kind of like the champions here. I mean, I guess the Scarecrow itself is the champion. The synergy of the Scarecrow and the other guys, you guys can move forward and slapping some infinite range on these guys. Do you want infinite range on them though? Because you're not putting everything into one unit. It's the strength in numbers, really, is what it is. There's a victory, and we're getting some wins with it. Like, the build works. We'll do it in duos. Normally, I would be like mixing up the units in between matches, but it's a fresh update. What do I want early? The barley, right? Roll for the barley. If you don't get the barley, go for the rice, because it's a 2-9 plus this. And we're in duos, so a teammate might have something that benefits from a Scarecrow, right? Nope. In this case, you're just, I mean, you're not going to do anything right now, but whatever. I think it was lose this one because just, the RNG is what it is. I think the first few rounds, unless you like get a barley, it's kind of rough. Maybe the first few rounds, you just like pick a garlic or something. I'd rather not get the corn. Let's roll it. Barley, there we go. You really want barley early. Barley early is what you want, because it's a nice ranged unit. Even without the buff, it's a decent ranged unit. Teammate's got quinoa, that's great. Let that thing die early. Put this over here. You guys work together. Maybe a little bit like that. There we go. Teammates going for the same builds. I think a lot of people this is going to cover the meta in the next few days, just because everybody's going to be trying it out, which is fine. That's how it's supposed to be when a patch comes out. It's supposed to be fun and new and exciting, which it is. I'm just a little bit distracted by the agility thing, I guess. And the fact that it's not really fixed. All right, like at all. Corn or roll for barley. I feel like you just always roll for barley, and then if you don't get the barley, pick something else. That'll usually end up being... The fact that I have so many things to give scarecrows is good. You go over here. Seems fine. You do your business. You guys have a potato. Teammates got the fly trap. I'll do the fly trap video next. What I want to do for videos that are not like update, like right now, update video, I got to cover so many different things. I'm not changing things in between matches. Normally, if I lose or win a run or a match here, what I would do, instead of 10 is like a match or a run. What I would do is swap units in between, but keep like one that's the focus of the video. Let's go for the wheat. No, the scarecrow tile. The scarecrow tile, get you in there because we need tiles eventually. And we want to get them from the scarecrow tile, right? You guys do your thing, protect them. That should be fine. Mangosteen over here is an interesting choice. The legal. Didn't do much anything, but whatever. How are we doing here? Ooh, boy. Man, it's that Leafy guy's doing strong damage over there. Leafy is kind of strong in the 1v1 meta right now, isn't it, huh? Yeah. Leafy's strong in the 1v1 meta, okay. Or actually, this is duos. Leafy's just, I guess, or Leafy, dragon fruit, sorry. Like I said, didn't sleep enough. My brain's not working right. Give me barley for sure. We want lots of barley. Barley all the time. Getting a wheat guy would not be terrible, though. Barley's going to get you some value over there as well. Teammates putting in 1-2. Good. Yeah, that seems fine. I see your corn has agility on it. That's not really a super big concern for us, really. Yeah, okay. So... the agility, functionally, the agility serves the same purpose. You can still kind of control exactly where you want your agility guys to go for the most part. Not quite as good before, but still pretty good. So the agility problem still remains the same. You still always need to worry about, is a tomato going to hit me here or here? You have to constantly be paranoid about your placement for fear of tomato nonsense. Barley. Getting a wheat at this point would be good, or quinoa would be good at this point too, but barley spam is still strong. All right, you're over here, so what if we kind of put the boyos over here this time and worked with that. You got infinite range on there, go for leafy. That's right, the dragon fruit's gonna be meta right now because dragon fruit kind of works with the Venus flytrap because they're both leafy types, right? So yeah, that's gonna be we'll probably be trying that combo next video. But like my goal for the videos is do like build videos like, all right, well, let's make a video about the dragon fruit next. First run, we'll try him with like 8 other units, and the next run we'll mix up a few different units and try different variations till we can find out like this, what's the best build I can figure out in like an hour of recording, whatever. And that's kind of what I'm going to try and do with the crops videos going forward. Sorry to like meander and ramble so much. This has been there's certain things I'm trying to stop doing as a content creator that like a lot of people don't like. Take the corn here. And one of them is what I've been doing here is just rambling about different stuff. Give me the damage, put it on barley, I guess. But I think in this case, it's a little more forgivable because it's kind of relevant to this game and the future of what we're going to be doing with this game on the channel. So it's like relevant here in this case. But I've rambled enough about it. I think you get the point. And if not, I can clarify in a comment or in the next video or whatever. I think you get it. All right, so we're doing well here. Back to like build testing because that's what we're doing. We're doing build testing with a focus on this unit or these units for the video. And just try and make things happen and just learn as we go. Figure it out as we go is going to be kind of what we do. Not everybody's going to be in love with. What do I want here? I'm like rolling a quinoa. There we go. Give me that quinoa. It's about time. Oh, the scarecrow tile not been bad. How do I fit you in? Take everybody out. Put you over here. Scarecrow. If I can sort these, I need the sort button to work properly, not stack them on top of each other. And corn here. Rice here. Barley. Scarecrow. Damage boost for barley. Maybe the damage totem's not that worth for this current build I'm doing. Teammate's not going for scarecrow build. That's fine. I want them centered because of quinoa, who I need to like try and die early. Teammate's got some potatoes. Give me these fellows over here. I need you guys to be positioned to get a lot of value from them. Hopefully no tomatoes. If they do, I'm screwed because the tomato problem is not fixed. It is what it is. Where's my... No, I didn't have pineapple. All right. But yeah, there's a few things I'm working as a content creator. One, stop complaining. Because a lot of people don't like it. I get that some of you do, but I think a lot of people don't. And the people that do like it when I complain, I can keep you entertained in ways that don't involve complaining. That make more people happy. Like if I have to rely on complaining to be entertaining, that's like a bad sign of me having bad skills as a content creator, right? Move you over here. You fit nicely right there. You affect them. You over there, beautiful. And so like one is just like, stop complaining. That's just, it's going to take time. I literally have a lifetime habit of complaining. It ain't going to get fixed overnight. And I understand that a lot of you don't like it and you're going to complain about the fact that I'm complaining. A little self-contradiction there, but we all do it, frankly. We all do self-contradiction sometimes. Often actually. But yeah. Like, I get it. I complain all the time, but I don't really love listening to other people complaining. I get it. There's some weird bug going on where sometimes, like, damage stacks and it'll hit the bug's been in the game, like, the whole time. We're doing really well here. My team has a solid build, too, so great synergy. Very strong there. Bill's doing really well for us. Another quinoa would not be terrible. I can't fit you yet, but we'll get the tiles eventually. Go to the next fight here. So, yeah, I'm trying to stop complaining. I'm trying to stop doing... Oh, this is kind of strong here. Hold on. I need to see what's going on with my teammates' build. I need to stop complaining, working on that, and I need to stop talking about back-end YouTube strategy like I'm doing right now. I need to stop that because a lot of people don't like that either. I get that some people do, but the people that do, I can learn to entertain in other ways as well, right? So I'm working on that, and I'm also like working on other things such as like trying to figure out the best way to make content for each individual game, like with risk. Do I need to edit risk or do I need to not edit risk? If I don't need to edit risk, that would be preferable for me because that saves me, time and effort. And the time and effort I save in that, I could record like another game, maybe do a bonus Shotgun King video that day or something, right? This seems like a strong team synergy here. This is going to melt, right? This is going to melt, right? The quinoa, the onion kind of, the tomato, was that an assassin tomato? Here's the problem. The quinoa got knocked back by the onion, so they didn't get to like explode and die. A tomato came in, exploded, and did a lot of damage. So a build that I thought was going to do really, really well. You take away that tomato, I think we do really well. You take away the onion and tomato, I think we would have done work that round. I need tiles. Give me, I guess, revival. Tiles here. Revival on quinoa goes crazy. Revival on quinoa goes crazy. It does. You can move over here now. Move. You fit right there. You go here. You go here. You move off there. You go here. You move over like this. You're there. Is everybody like... Sometimes they don't like register properly, so you gotta do this. I think we're good. The more I play this particular build, the more I like it. This might be one of my new favorite builds here. It's definitely gonna like dominate the meta. So with this dominating the meta, I think bringing tomato, to be fair, you're playing duos, bring tomato every single time. Bring tomato every single time. What do I want you guys? Quinoa to the front, and then you guys kind of vibe in the middle. You guys try and get affected by all of them, I think so. Hopefully no assassin tomato, although I feel like assassin tomato is gonna be strong. And at least I'm no longer having to like scan my side to see the assassin tomato. I can just look at their side for the agility sign. A little bit easier of like gauging what you're looking at. They have tons of hit points in the front line. Is crazy. This thing's gonna have crazy DPS. This is gonna heal itself. But when the quinoa die, the shield probably, the shield blocked a lot of it. We did some good damage though. My team had tomato, which helped a lot as well. You're killing my buffing guys. You guys are a bit tough. And those guys are helping as well. Honestly, we melted them. The build's getting strong. It's getting strong. What do we want here? Roll. But yeah, normally I would be like swapping up. I have like, here's the main focus of the build, but like, let's mix up between each run, or between at least several runs. I go for revival here. Maybe hit my other quinoa if I'm lucky. Like, make it happen. Give you this. Give you this. Barley squeezes in here. You can vibe on the side. Have some scarecrows. Maybe one above you. A little rice right there. A little corn right there. Barley, barley, barley. Buff for you. Here's a question. If I buff you, does your like quinoa barrage get buff as well? I'm probably not gonna be able to tell with all that's going on at once because it's late in the duels run, but maybe you guys can see and like, okay, yeah, it did. It's which one has damage buff? This one. This one has damage buff. Pay attention when this one dies. Teammate has so much hit points though. And see, did my Scarecrow barrage, does somebody do 3 damage? There's just so much on the board. Over here, we chill. Please no tomatoes. The tomato abuse is still going to be ripe. Luckily, nobody's doing it yet. Or not doing much yet. Try and pay attention to this. Oh, something spawned over there. I saw 2 hitting over there. I didn't see what hit over here though. So something teleported over to us. We melted. The build's very strong. It's doing great things. I do more. Reroll here. Another quinoa. Make it even harder to see if that quinoa is doing extra damage or not. I mean, it'll be doing more damage, but the question is, will the barrage do more damage? The quinoa army is crazy. It's crazy. Somebody has the same build as me, newbie. This might be the new strong build, perhaps. I mean, the damage, I saw a lot of 2s, didn't see any 3s. Maybe it's not affecting the ones that's summoning. I don't know. Crazy damage we've done. We are, they're going, it's still going. A lot missing, and just crazy. Crazy strong. Gaining that ranking, and we're doing build testing and working towards like going on. I feel like I'm talking in circles here. Long video, but go again, because it's fun. I don't like the rice early. I want barley early if possible, no deal. Do I want quinoa early? No, I'll take the corn early. We probably just lose this first round. It is kind of weak early, I'm noticing here. Put you right there. You go forward and die. Yeah, you get one shot by the potato. Boom. But it doesn't matter. Potato's going to one-shot the corn because the corn's super weak. Yeah. You get corn or rice early. It's not looking strong for your chance to win early. I mean, I guess he had some over there. Okay, I'll wait for him to walk over and kill him. All right. I don't want quinoa. I'd rather get barley. There we go. Barley. Nice. Barley is what you want early in this build. You go there. You get buffed by it. Well, you're all ranged. Well, you can protect the ranged guys a little bit, I guess. And we'll have to do. And corn will go forward and like tank a little bit. Buy time for my... I mean, the broccoli's going to have good damage. You're going to charge up a little bit. That tanks a little bit. I think we should be fine here against this. Luckily, the starfruit stayed alive is actually very important. Otherwise, we might have been a bit tougher there, but yeah, we're fine. Doing well. I'd rather roll for barley early. I mean, a wheat's not terrible for a bit of a tankiness early on. We'll take that. You know what I just realized? Wheat gets no value from corn. The scarecrows on corn and wheat have absolutely no synergy. None whatsoever. Good to know. I don't like that. I would like, if I get a corn that gives me a scarecrow, I would like for that scarecrow to buff the wheat in some way, shape, or form, but it doesn't appear to be the case. We just got bodied by something. The Venus flytrap is pretty strong, I guess. All right. So maybe the fact that corn does not synergize with wheat might make rice way better than corn, even if it takes some extra tile. Grain is just like an extra 3 hit points, not that big of a deal, but first of all, barley. Thank you, barley. So maybe we don't love corn a lot. I mean, we keep it. It's one of these things where like it's probably better to grab the corn than to not get something that gives a scarecrow at all. We have over here. You have yours on the front, so I'll do kind of the same deal over here. You've got tomato over there. You can hang it over here, I guess. You've got this guy's an assassin. You're going to teleport maybe over here somewhere. No, right there because you're in the back, right? Doesn't make a huge difference, frankly. And the explosion from my teammates tomato doing nice things for us. These do nothing to you right now. There we go. Sometimes these things, do these things attack? I don't know if these guys attack or not. You make little movements like you're working. I don't know. I don't think they do. There's so many, these other side units I don't really need to get because there's just so many things, like 4 or 5 on this build that work. Give me the rice for aforementioned reasons. Okay, over here it shows 0 movement speed, 0 attack speed, which means they don't attack at all. They do have attack range though, which is weird. You need to rearrange here. You go over here, sorts, scarecrow. You should not land on top of those. Scarecrow there, corn here, rice here, barley. No, it doesn't work. If I do it like this over here, sorts, and then just give me the one I want. You go over here, rice here, corn here. Barley still doesn't want to fit. Barley over here, wheat over here, scarecrow here, corn, rice, rice. There we go. You guys go here, hang out wherever, I guess. I mean, might as well be over here, right? I mean, no, we want the quinoa to die early, so move them back. Let the quinoa die. Quinoa, your job is to die. All right, well, they have no assassins. They've got 3. They've got wheat. I've got more barley, I think. The Venus flytrap does work. The broccoli's doing damage as well. I only have 2 barley. Getting some more. What just happened there? I don't know, but it did some damage. Honestly, we're doing kind of fine. They do attack decently quick. It's 4 damage per like cycle of them attacking together. It's not bad. We get it. Nice. It's working. So time for quinoa. I only have 1 scarecrow. It's a bit early for quinoa. Take the barley. Always go barley. So I'm figuring out here. I make you fit though. I'm gonna take all of you guys out and put the wheat over here. Barley here. Here's the thing. You go here, but you don't buff the what's his face. We can live. There's probably some way I can rearrange to give him an extra 3 hit points, but it's a pain. You got a Healy guy. Wants to die first, so we let him. We can kind of support from over this region. Barleys get the buff. 3 barleys. Hit points to tank over here. Everybody wants to get the value from the healing together. I haven't shown the freeze much. The way the freeze works just slows their attack speed. The more stacks of freeze. He applies, it's not freezing where it's slow. He applies stacks of slow. The more stacks of slow they get from being hit by slow, the slower their attack speed. Also, it's permanent for the entire fight. So like 30 hit points, pumpkin hits this 10 times. Now he attacks really slow. He just stays slow the whole fight. Chili, no need. I wouldn't mind getting a... Yeah. This. Another scarecrow. Unlimited range. Health. I feel like +1 damage on the... I mean, it's all right on the barley. It's worth like the equivalent of half a barley. Yeah, I'll take it, I guess. You guys give him extra health. Move my barley around so they can get a damage bonus. That rat totem is the equivalent of adding a half a barley, maybe. Sort of. In a way. You guys chill. Go for avocados, huh? All right, give that a whirl. I see no assassins going on. No agility. All right, sure. Give it a whirl. But yeah, we're going to try to stop complaining. We're going to try to stop talking about back-end YouTube stuff in the middle of videos. Again, this will take weeks or months to break the years-long habit I've had of doing this. Oof, the range of that U is crazy. Luckily, stopped your last attack. Your range was going nuts over there. These guys doing work over there. yeah, stop complaining, stop talking about backend stuff during videos, and, you know, figure out how I want to do my videos specifically. And that's just kind of like get trial and error over time. Give me quinoa. Just things we're working on. You can go over here. Need to rearrange. Scarecrow, go over here. Quinoa over here. If wheat goes here, I can fit the Scarecrow over here. Corn fits nicely there. Rice can go over here. Barley, barley, barley. Scarecrow, if I put you over here, you can fit that, but then damage doesn't apply to barley. It's just 3 hit points, you'll be fine. You can have that, you can go over there. The fact there's a tile that gives a Scarecrow is wild. The game's really going to favor one specific build. I can't think of any other build that has like a thing that favors it specifically. I guess like Assassin build has a thing that favors it maybe. I guess I can't think of any other like grain type that gets favored so heavily by one thing. Please don't have an Assassin because that's going to hurt us real bad. My teammate's got a lot of stuff all over there. No agility Assassins. Okay, that quinoa's going to die. It all got blocked by the shield because the quinoa died too fast. That's a bit rough. It was only one quinoa, but if that quinoa if that wasn't blocked by the shields, that would have been crazy for us. We are still putting down absolute damage from my barley, though. Absolute damage because all the speed boosts, speed buffs on them. Still very, very strong. Doing great though. But yeah, we're gonna figure it out over like the channel. This channel's always in kind of like a state of flux, is like figuring out what I'm doing with it. How do I fit you in? I can take out the rice entirely. It's not that important right now. Remove all this. Barley over here. Corn works well over here. Wheat could go like this, and the Scarecrows can just go over here with it. Barley here. Quinoa can go over here. Barley. Barley, damage buff on barley, and we fit the rice. Beautiful. So many perfect fits on this. Feels nice. What do you have over here? I need a button to like select all my units and drag them down to one position so I can actually just see what the heck my teammate has. It's so hard to see what we're doing. Okay, this is what my teammate has. A lot of hit points in here. Revive armor. You got a massive tank. This won't do much. This will have some nice damage over here. So massive tank and 1 DPS guy over there. So what if we were to spread the risk of tomato agony by putting barley on this side? Like so. If you guys, the quinoa can try and die first. Hopefully their shield doesn't block everything. You can protect them from like a potato assassin maybe. You guys hang out over here and protect some hits on them. You protect them a bit too. Give that a whirl. No assassins. Nobody's really messing with assassins right now because they all want to test the new build. I think assassins are still going to be very strong. Shielding the quinoa. Maybe shielding the quinoa is smart. That way it doesn't die so fast. And that gives time for the enemy shields to also wear off. That way, by the time my quinoa dies, their shields are gone. And then I get full maximum value from the quinoa barrage. Because if the shield blocks my entire quinoa barrage, that's a lot of blocked damage. So maybe shielding up the quinoa is strong. But to be fair, I mean, if you've got a spare shield, slap it on quinoa so you make sure the quinoa barrage does its value, right? But probably better to have 2 quinoas and like stack them back a bit. Honestly, just move the quinoa a bit farther back maybe. Although other things might protect them if that's the case. Grab a barley or roll for tiles. Grab a barley and just like we can fit it in later, right? Barley seems to be like the thing here. The wheat is not that big of a deal, frankly. The wheat is not the focus of the video. He's just a tank that kind of works them a little bit, and he definitely helps a little bit. I mean, if you're going to force me to go over here, then I'm just going to go over here, because that seems like a good spot to go. Yep, that seems fine. One of these. I mean, he definitely helps for sure. It definitely helps for sure to have him. Like, I'm not complaining about him, but like, he's not like the star of the show. The star of the show is the barley and the scarecrows. But the tomato, like, we're still very vulnerable to tomatoes. Even without the agility, I think a tomato there could have done a lot of damage. We're pretty far to the front. My teammate put us far to the front. Didn't want to be that far to the front. I don't know why they put their thing so far forward. Does that mean whatever it is, what it is? I need tiles. Give me a Scarecrow. Give me immunity. Whatever. Down there. They're rearranged. Okay. Put you over here. You can... I mean, clearly the barley's going to go here like this. I guess you fit nicely like this. Give you Scarecrow there and there. Barley here. Corn. Rice. Damage for the barley. Barley seems strong. Good. Shield a quinoa to the front to make sure it doesn't die too quick, although my teammate's got a lot of shield as well. I'd love a feature where like I'm allowed to put my things a little bit farther forward than my teammate is. I don't think that'd work very well from a development perspective, though. That'd be hard for the developer to implement. When you're wanting and hoping for like quality of life improvements from the developer, you need to like temper your expectations towards things that are like not too hard for them to do, really. Because they have a lot of things they want to like work and do on games, and they have to like, the easy fixes get done the fastest, really, is what's going on. The damage here is crazy. I wasn't paying attention to my quinoa, but I'm sure it did a lot of value. Triple broccoli back there is a lot of damage from you guys, but I also have 2 teammates with broccoli as well. Broccoli's still a strong boy. Honestly, the broccoli quinoa strategy would be an interesting combination. Try a video on that at some point. Give me the rice. I need more scarecrows in my life. You fit in nicely there. You go over here. Or I could put you here. Move this over here. Does that work? No. I mean, you can just live without the extra hit points there, Mr. Wheat. Be fine. All right. My boys are here. Doing what my boys want to do. Bunch of tomatoes over there from the teammates. You can vibe back here. You Want to die too. All these guys that want to die. This right here, this is the old agility. The reason it's on my side is because we're facing somebody who's like from the pool of people from the last update. This game's weird. We're like players from the last update and then the fresh update just mesh together sometimes until like the pool's full enough from the new update to like stop pulling from the old update. It's a bit weird that, and it's really messing up my build. And there's that, I don't know. I wish the developer would figure out a way to not need to like pull people from last update in this fresh update, but I don't know, man. Easier said than done, right? All right, probably need some tile space for another unit. Give me a revival. Could be some nice value. Revival on a barley. I don't feel like rearranging, so sure. All right, give that a whirl. Damage buff's going to somebody over there. Whatever, just let it go. No tomatoes assassins, no agility over here. Okay. All right. The shield. You charmed the grapefruit. It's not the big deal. You got insane value from your quinoa barrage and it wrecked my entire deal. That's a problem for me. Yeah, this is not going super great for us. My teammates got oranges, whereas they've got juiced up star fruit. Insane old build. We're dead. Sorry about all the rambling. Sorry about doing the things in the video you guys don't like, complaining and talking about back-end YouTube stuff. Sorry. I feel like this video kind of needed to be done because we're changing things up and I've been complaining a lot. Whatever. You get it. I feel like I didn't pay enough attention to like the fun parts of the update this video. I focused too much on the fact that the agility wasn't great and da-da-da, but frankly, a lot of you guys are saying like, be yourself, CG, be yourself. This is me. This is who I am. I am analytical and I tend to focus on like the small details rather than like enjoying the full picture. I'm working on that. But I also understand that like who I am as a person, not every single aspect of who I am as a person is entertaining from a content perspective. Me going full OCD on every little nuance of a game, hit and miss. Not everybody likes it. But the update, I really like the grain, the Scarecrow thing. The Scarecrow thing is great. There's a lot of fun things you can do with it. The Scarecrow is a great addition to the game. I like it a lot. Agility barely changes anything. It's still a massive, massive problem. It fixes nothing as far as the tomato assassin problem goes. It's still a huge issue. I'm not sure how to fix it. If you make like wait 2 seconds before they teleport back instead of 1, at that point, why have the agility at all? They'll have walked so far forward, they just teleport right to the front or whatever. I don't know. That's for the developer to figure out how to fix that or remove from the game. Another suggestion I thought before I even recorded this video and I forgot to talk about was a game mode for just like randomized loadouts where everybody has to do randomized. That could be super fun. That'd be a fun addition to the game. New game mode where like everybody's forced to do randomized. That'd be pretty cool. Although it's kind of a big ask to add a third game mode. You want to give the developer small asks, little asks that are easy to do. But yeah, be aware, everybody watching Crops and other games channel. This channel we're in a state of flux. We're in a state of learning. Most people are used to finding YouTube channels that are kind of like already solved of like, yeah, this is who I am as a creator. This is what I do. This is how we do it. And that's how it is. Most people aren't used to a channel like mine. We're still in the process of figuring it out here. We're still like riding by the seat of our pants, figuring out, which is, I've been doing this for years. And we're still figuring it out, but like we're getting closer and closer to having it kind of solved. Just bear with me as we get there. It's a work in progress. But yeah, I think we're going to be doing build testing as a focus for Crops going in the future. Like, all right, next video, we might do the Venus flytrap and see how does he work with the dragon fruit for the first run? How does he work with this unit for the next run? And then for the next run, how does he work with these units? And the next run, how does he work with these units? And oops, been an hour of recording. Time to end the video. Got what we got. All wins, no wins, somewhere in between is what it is. That's kind of what we're doing here. And if everybody likes that, we roll with it. Everybody hates it, I'll try something new, whatever. But overall, I'm very happy with the update. I think it's a great update. I think a lot of good things have been added. I think a lot of good changes have been made. I think developers doing a fantastic job of being responsive to player feedback, community feedback. I know I'm rambling at the end of the video here. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. And I have plenty more videos you can watch too, like this one right here. See you next time.